Hey, man, put them grenades down, man. I gotta, just hold on, man.
I'm sorry, man. I was just doing what you told me.
Don't touch the laser rifle, man. Just give me a minute.
But I like the way laser rifles go pew, pew.
Hey, guys, man, I just want to jump on here real quick and say, man, I'm so excited, so pumped, man. What can I say about it? But, man, I'm just so happy and congratulatory, man. Ka-Pow Pop Culture Podcast, that number one place for all your pop culture needs, man. They made... Episode 200, man, that is crazy. I just can't wait to be on there, man. But what I'm trying to say is, congratulatory, guys, man. I just really miss you guys, man. Next time I see you guys, I'm just gonna give you a big old hug, maybe a little smoochy here, man. But like I said, I just want to say congratulations, man. I gotta get going and save my world again. It's hard out there. All these reptilians trying to make it warmer out there. But don't worry, I'm fighting for you guys. So, man, I'll see you in another 100 episodes or something, man.
Don't worry, Pompitos is excited for you too.
Oh, man, almost forgot, man. My name's Rob P. Tramp, and I approve this podcast. Pompitos, man, I told you quit playing with the grenades. You're gonna blow us up.
I'm sorry, Senor Tramp. I dropped one.
Oh, crap, man. When you gonna drop that thing, man? Shout it, man. Beam us up, man. We're gonna blow up.
You're listening to Ka-Pow, the pop culture podcast. Comics, television, movies, and more. If it impacts fan culture, we have something to say about it. And now, your hosts, Jordan, Cliff, and Seth.
Hello, everyone out there, and welcome to a very special episode of Ka-Pow, the pop culture podcast. My name is Jordan Lowe.
Cliff Barnes.
I'm Seth. What's so special about it?
We hit a milestone.
Oh, man.
Round numbers. Triple digits. 200.
Cool.
Bicentennial.
I seem to be the only one very excited.
Cool.
No, I am excited about this. It's been, I remember, that episode 100 we did, it feels like forever ago.
Yeah. It wasn't that long ago, but it
feels that way, yeah.
It does seem like a long time ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, still in the archives, episode 100. We took a look at our first 50 episodes.
Plus
20. The original So Pro podcast, which you may not be aware of. But so basically so we're really at 220.
Right,
but,
yeah.
Hey, who's
officially number 200.
So back in the archives, if you want to listen to that, it's a long one, but we did a clip show. We went back and found all of our favorite moments, had a good laugh at our older stuff, and we thought, well, just keep a good thing going. So we're going to do another clip show.
Because we don't have any other ideas.
What else are you supposed to do on an anniversary?
Yeah.
Except reminisce.
Right, we phoned it in with some old content. Those were always some of my favorite shows. Those 80s sitcoms.
Yeah.
Me and Family Ties would gather the family around, do a whole clip show. Those were the best. You got to relive those great moments. Mm-hmm. Or if you haven't listened to all of them, maybe you haven't listened to as many hours of this as I just did in the last couple months. You might hear something you hadn't heard before. So these actually cover not right up to current. So we're about 50 episodes or so. So right up to about episode 100. So these are oldies.
Yeah.
These aren't very recent.
Yeah, these are still before we recorded episode 100.
Right.
Yeah.
So fair warning, the audio quality is not always what it used to be. or what it is now. What it is now. So there are some moments of off audio, not crystal clear.
It's not great. But the content more than made up for it.
Yeah, if the audio was terrible, I didn't pick the clip. So the clip had to be really good to overcome bad audio.
What I'm excited about is I had nothing to do with making this show, so this is all a surprise to me.
Yeah, there was nothing to screenshot. So we took care of that stuff.
So yeah, this is kind of best of one limited opinion. It may not be your favorite thing. But yeah, so thank you for being with us for 200 plus episodes. It's amazing.
It's been 5. Has it been 5 years?
Something like that.
We don't celebrate in years. We celebrate cold hard numbers. The calendar. It's a leap year. The calendar's all over the place. Yeah. So yeah, if you're a fan, if you've enjoyed us, we hope you'd share us with your friends. Tell people, hey, these idiots have been around for 200 episodes. They must be doing something.
They talk about stuff I like to watch or do.
If you're a really big fan, we also have a Patreon account. It's just $1 a month. It gets you access to audio we do not share. It will never be in a clip show. I'll tell you that much. That's right. It's secret audio. We tell some anecdotes, some off-air anecdotes. We do some behind-the-scenes stuff. We record some special episodes, just some talking points or reviews of some things we don't put out as regular free episodes. And you get access to a secret Facebook page. You get to vote in some of our polls, interact with us on a more personal one-on-one basis. We just have one tier. It's $1. That's
a month.
All you need. So
I mean, you can give more. That's fine.
Sure.
If you wanted to, say give $11 a month, that'd be.
Are you that would be beyond silver level?
That's
patron,
right.
Wouldn't it?
That's right.
Would that get you to gold level patron?
It's close. Be close there.
I gotta check out the bylaws. So the patron's kind of a more recent thing. But even before the patron, we really relied on our listeners for help.
I had another, since we're talking about Star Wars, I had a 7-day trial of HBO. Don't ask me how I got it. I got it. That's all that matters. And they had a Carrie Fisher.
You're the king of exposing yourself. Like, if anyone came investigating you, you'd give them all the information they needed.
It's like HBO is some guarded fortress that no one can get into.
Yeah.
There's only so many times you can get into it free, man.
How many emails have you made?
HBO is like, Lordy, I hope there's no recording of this. I hope there's no recording Michael of this. Michael Easton again.
Lordy.
I'm Dave, man.
I watched a movie that I would like to suggest. You'd have to probably pay for it or steal it somehow. And I'm sure we'll find out if you did.
Cliff, what's your email?
He needs more emails. You can only register with
all you Jessies out there, send your email address
to
Michael at...
That's all we ask of you. Just your private information. So we can use you for my
all your logins to Netflix, Hulu, Stars. Send all your goodies to mkeaston77 at
That's true. We don't need like a Patreon account. We just need to be able to watch stuff. So if you're paying for it and want to have us kind of like tag along, we'd be very happy.
Yeah, all I see is like us on their couch. Hi,
have us over. Order some pizza. We'll watch it with you. You'll get like you'll get like live commentary with us.
Where's the popcorn, Teasley?
Yeah, it could be a party.
We're watching with baby eyes. So
us and our baby eyes will be right over.
So fresh and so clean, so new and brand new.
He gave out his own personal email address, his real email address.
I can neither confirm nor deny that that's the actual way to contact him. So that was how we started things. Just begging relentlessly.
Who was that other voice?
We'll get to it. But after that, we got an actual Patreon account set up, and our number one goal was very clear. We wanted to go to a galaxy far, far away.
This is the experience.
That was kind of my initial thought on it, was like, okay, how would I do this? Well, I'd go at least 2 days to that park, to that area. One day, I'm just going to scope it out. I'm getting the lay of the land. I want to ride the ride, kind of get the gist of it. Day number 2, I want to, we're in character. We're doing all the interactive talking to whoever. Yeah. We've got Boba Fett on our tail, or, we're going to the cantina and spending those galactic credits, and B. Arthur's behind the bar.
Yeah. This is we joke about Westworld, but this is our version of as close as you can get to something like that, to go in a park like this and get to play along and have everyone play along with you.
Right.
That just sounds like too much fun. I don't care how like this is just the beginnings of it and stuff. It's not going to be perfect, but I'm definitely interested.
What if you hate people?
Ooh.
And then, people
they're not all
going to lightsabers.
It's not going to be just people. We're going to have Mandalorians. We're going to have Twi'leks. We're going to have Hutts. The cast members. They're saying the cast members themselves could very well be in like full movie makeup.
Oh yeah,
I don't know how you pull that off. I really don't.
This is the thing. I honestly feel like you'll mostly be dealing with cast members, and they're going to be professionals.
But there's going to be people there, and
Have you been to
people.
Disney? Like,
I was a kid.
yeah,
And it made me.
they've run a pretty tight ship.
But you know how people are.
I
Like
know.
they get pushy in line, and like
You're going to have that one person that's playing his character a little too hard.
people are going to be overly enthusiastic. They're going to shove you out of the way to get all those chocolate medals from Princess Leia.
Yeah, oh, man. I won't push everybody.
Well,
I can only eat so many of those damn things.
even at Universal, Orlando and Hollywood, when they each
So
opened up,
sell me. I'm an angry, approaching middle age, agoraphobic, misanthropic mess of a human being. What is going to be so magical about this?
You get to be a Sith Lord.
Oh,
That's change it up, Porkins. live a dream
down in the square.
Don't go in there with what you think you should match your personality. You don't have to be the hero.
Anger, revenge.
Go in there.
Punish that Kyber crystal.
Do the hate leads to anger and all that stuff. Come on.
it's flowing through me.
Good.
Yes. Feel the power.
Maybe Disney is magic.
We did it. We recruited another one.
All right, well, let's get that Patreon going to buy 4 tickets.
Oh, that's right. We will report the out of that. You guys will be like, this was so worth our money. It's like we were there. Yeah.
Also, at the end of the ride, you land at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, man.
So you're landing into the new land.
Wait. Interrupting. When and how much? When do I have to have the money? And how much do I have to have? When is this happening?
We gotta get our Patreon going.
Yeah.
We don't have an official date.
It's going to cost you guys an
2019.
extra 30%, by the way.
Yes, exactly.
For Patreon.
We are collecting money now for our trip. But what happens is we found out the name of the planet in the theme park. And it is officially named Batuu. So you're landing your last on Star Tours. What happens is you go from planet to planet. All right? So, and it changes all the time. Now, the problem with that was when they incorporated scenes from the original trilogy and the prequels, and then they incorporated some new elements from The Last Jedi, you were going from era to era to era, and they were all mixed and mingled randomly. So you could go from like Hoth to Naboo to whatever.
I don't even know what to pack for that.
Right. So they have corrected that on Star Tours. First thing now, do you need?
Right. This is ridiculous.
Bring your droids.
Bring your tauntaun.
So they've corrected that now, and the ride only goes, it sticks to one era. So if you're in the original trilogy, maybe you're going to Endor, to Hoth, to Tatooine.
That's much easier.
And then you're ending.
I didn't understand what you were saying. I thought you were saying area, but mispronouncing it.
No.
Era.
Okay.
So now
I have a
Clear as
Ewok
mud.
coat
You have a what?
An Ewok coat made out of 4 Ewoks.
I was wondering how many Ewoks it took to make a coat.
Right.
Seth is
I'm not a big guy. 4 Ewoks.
Seth is the Cruella de Vil of indoor.
That's great. That's great. I leave the
I'm just like picturing Seth like, I'll take that one and that one
Right.
and that one.
Yeah,
and
it's
that
Got a
one.
necklace full of Ewok ears.
Yeah, teeth.
So anyways, the big news is the planet is named Batuu in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Is that a planet from somewhere in the canon?
That's totally
Or is this-
new.
It's Planet Disney, basically.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Like we've never seen Batuu.
Never seen it yet. It's coming,
That accent.
2019.
But 2019, so it's when I need the money.
Yeah.
We are all going together, right? This will be great.
That's the plan, right?
I've started saving
I have
now.
full confidence.
I'm going.
I have full confidence. You're planning it.
So we
Sign me up.
we basically have a year to make this a huge successful podcast.
Oh man,
That's
guys,
it. Like,
this is on you because we've
clock
done
is
all we can do. This is it. This is all the effort I have. The rest of it is on you guys. You can
that
go with us.
Patreon button at the top of our website.
Can't you picture it?
Yeah, you need to start contributing now, please.
Share with all your rich, nerdy friends.
Man, we will tell you all about how great it was.
That's right.
We'll paint a word picture.
Oh, you'll feel like you went too.
Okay, I just want to say that first clip, if I could talk to my younger self, I would quote Luke Skywalker and say, "Amazing. Everything you just said is wrong."
Yeah.
We've been talking about Batuu for a long time.
Yeah.
And anticipating it. You've actually, in the meantime, you've actually been.
I've actually went there.
Wow.
3 times.
Did you go and just scope it out the first
No,
day?
not at all. I did exactly the opposite.
That's pretty funny.
All right. Continuing on with that theme.
Find us there, Facebook, everywhere else. Rate us 5 stars and leave a review on iTunes. It helps us get the show out to more people to fund our upcoming trip to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
2019, boom!
Batuu.
We need a swear jar. Anytime Cliff has to bleep the podcast,
That's true.
We should,
Get a
everyone should
quarter?
have to put $1.
Oh man, we're staying at Ritz.
I'm going to label it Batuu or Bust.
Oh, that could have been the hashtag.
That's the hashtag.
This
I will be broke fast.
is going to be awesome.
Michael.
Anyway,
So yeah, as soon as Tony Todd shows up,
but there's one thing we're good at is hashtag.
Swear jar!
We're going to, what is it? Batuu or Bust? Oh gosh, I brought a quarter. So I had to call Triple C or...
I feel a little sad that none of that came true, but there's always episode 300.
That's right. I'm a little sad that we're not nearly as excited as we just were in that clip. Like in 100 episodes, we have not been that excited again.
Well, it's more the anticipation than it is the reality. You've already been to Batuu. It's no big deal. You've already stamped your passport. But, yeah, that Batuu or Bust became a catchphrase we used quite a bit. I remember throwing that around.
Oh, yeah.
We do that a lot, though. We like to coin terms. So here's a few of the other ones that have stuck.
Show. Then we saw the dumpster fire that is the JLA trailer. Zack Snyder's forever nighttime world of Injustice-style heroes fighting knee-deep in CGI gray muck. Tell me where I'm wrong.
Seems like you're editorializing just a little bit, but I'll allow it.
Well, I just love how we have Aquaman, Aquaman.
Aquahawk.
I want someone, no.
Aquaman. We just did it.
I have not heard.
Hashtag Aquaman. Darkwing Dick. Shazam wow. We're creating our own team.
I've not heard anyone else bring this up or say this about the Aquaman characters. Like, that's freaking Hawkman.
Because no one cares about the Aquaman character.
No one
They're
cares
gonna
about the
let
Hawkman character either, evidently.
I'm really excited about Aquaman. That's my new favorite word.
Yeah. You can make like water wings. Whee!
You can now find me as Aquaman on Twitter. I've got this new table. I've got games. We need to have a game night. You guys got to come over, play some games.
Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know or didn't see the post you put up a few weeks ago, you bought like a new kitchen table.
Yes. Well, how much do you think a kitchen table is? Like, if you
I
got
know
a nice,
how much a kitchen. I sold furniture for $60.
right? I forgot who I was talking to.
I've never bought a kitchen table, so I have no idea.
Get a kitchen.
No. Well, yeah. I always get hand-me-downs.
Well, you know, you're going to spend. I mean, you saw it with the top on and everything? It's a nice, perfectly nice black dining room table.
Right.
It looks great.
It's also a transformer.
It's also kickers off. It's got the recessed, just a little lower inside the railing, and you can put different color mats on top of it, and it's just a nice way to you can have a game set up.
What is that inside there? Is that like velvet? Is that
what is that velvet? That's from a movie.
So yeah, we call that the velvet gaming table ever since.
We're at it right now. We're looking at the velvet.
Has anyone checked out Big Mouth?
Not yet.
And that's Nick Kroll.
Yeah. It's a show I did not want to like, but I found it very hilarious.
Very crude adult.
Oh, it's total
humor in a cartoon.
Unfortunately, it's drawn like it should be a Nickelodeon cartoon. And
Which means poorly.
What worries me that there's going to be the parents that shows, puts this on their kids. And
that's a little inside joke there.
But my son Jordan was over.
I think that should become a new thing on the podcast.
Yeah.
We can warn people.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just set it up.
Anytime Michael's about to describe a movie, we'll say, "Carly, stay in your room."
Right.
About to get weird.
Well, Big Mouth is right.
So yeah, even stuff we talk about off the podcast can become a catchphrase.
Yeah, it works its way in there.
We use that one a lot.
I think the fact that Michael's eating a plate of cold fish as we're trying to record an important episode tonight.
Yeah,
I'm hungry.
Big talk from the guy holding a push-up in December.
I'm eating a delicious Schwann's brand Push'ems.
Push'em. Oh, nice.
Push them real good. Hey, when somebody offers you a push pop, you don't turn it down.
When somebody says push them real good, you write down the hashtag. I understand.
That the Mrs. Illustrious graciously provided Push'ems for it.
Mrs.
It's now 20. It's now 20 degrees outside.
Yeah.
So who are you?
Who cares?
And who are you?
My name's Jordan Lowe.
I am not eating a push'em.
That's a great name. I like that. Not eating a push'em. We're a little slap happy guys. Sheriff Howard's come back there. They're trying to retrace the steps of the killing. They killed the mother first, then they killed the father in the kitchen.
Can I ask a question?
What? Can you ask a question? Yes,
Why?
you just did. You've used it already.
Why did they wait till...
Your tongue frozen?
Push'ems.
Push'em tongue.
Go on.
Why did they wait till the middle of the night?
I thought the same thing, Michael.
Before they went to the house?
Yeah, go to the creepy house in the middle of the afternoon instead of waiting until dark.
You're right. Good call. I like.
So yeah,
I forget how much fun it was to talk to him like he was the 3-year-old that walked into the room.
I believe that particular episode he had imbibed a few beverages.
Yeah. And it froze his tongue.
So, if you're a recent listener to the podcast, you are familiar with the three of us, but you might be recognizing a fourth voice you haven't heard before. That's our buddy Michael, who was the founder of this podcast.
Yeah, he's the one that recruited the Ka-Pow Justice League.
So he kicked this thing off, but he has had some life changes, some job changes.
He's busy. He's always busy.
Busy man. Always hustling. So he's had to step aside for a while. And we've almost recorded as many episodes without him as we have with him.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
So yeah, if you hear a voice you haven't heard in a while, that's the ghost of Michael K. Easton, the illustrious one. He always said, "I am the illustrious Michael K. Easton." But
he is still around in the world. He just isn't on the show.
Right. So you also might pick up, if it wasn't work related, you might pick up another few reasons why he may have left.
Guys, there's this movie called Voices that stars Ryan Reynolds.
There it is. Ryan?
Is it Ryan there? Jeez. You guys! I don't know why you do that.
Ryan Reynolds.
Well,
go on.
I was unhappy, first of all, because Reinhold was clean shaven.
Are we still in streaming or are we going to movies?
So that was the same episode we coined the phrase Senior Archie.
Wow.
Which this was a good episode. But it led to this here at the end.
Size out there, Senior.
I already did.
Senior Reinhold Leinfeld.
Leinfeld. When we get famous and have to use like alternate names when we sign into hotel rooms, I'm using
I'm Senior Reinhold Leinfeld. Michael is not laughing.
Oh, here we got another positional question. Which of Cable's arms is bionic?
Now, Michael, when you were thinking of that, did you picture him and try to decide which arm that was?
Could you see him?
What a look.
I think Michael finally broke. Like I'm actually scared. It's coming. I think about 3 podcasts, the atmosphere's going to change on this. Somebody's going to be gone. Stay tuned. It's like a Making a Murderer kind of podcast. The evidence was right there.
Everybody saw it.
We knew Michael was going to say it.
Let it happen.
Listen to the awkward silence. You can tell what's coming.
You can still hear this happening.
All right, for the next minute, there will be Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. spoilers.
Set your clock.
All right, space.
Is this part of sword or a shield?
Yes, there was a sword reference where one of the characters. For the next 2 minutes, there will be Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. spoilers. One of the characters said basically, "What? Isn't there some kind of agency that protects us from aliens too? Like Spear?"
Ooh.
Making a reference to sort, and Coulson says, no, like very sarcastically, like, why would there be one of those? So that's our first hint at there possibly being a sword in the world. So basically they're out in space on a weird ship, but they think it's like an alien movie, whatever's going on. And at the end of the first hour, we find out they've been thrown to the future. What year? Far in the future.
Year?
Earth has been destroyed.
Schwann's is gone.
Schwann's is no more.
Obliterated.
So the Earth
3099.
It's like
3099.
It's like 2 years after Michael was fired. So the Earth is just basically a husk, and everyone's living on these ships, and they think it's this far-flung future, or they think it's far out in space, but it's actually, it's the Planet of the Apes ending where they've been on Earth the whole time. Okay. But Earth is like a colony run by the Kree, who are treating the humans as slaves, whatever. So at the end of the second hour, we find out it was Quake's fault.
Whoa.
Quake and her crazy inhuman powers. Quake blew up the Earth. So I thought.
He's a lot to take in.
So despite that potty mouth, he's also a man of the cloth. Do you guys remember when he performed a wedding?
Oh my gosh.
I was there.
You were there. That's right.
I saw it on video.
That's the reason we have the following audio, because Cliff captured it. But we learned he was being ordained.
He was asked to be.
If you don't know who he is, this is the most Michael Kaston thing you could do, is get internet ordained.
So we found out he was being ordained to perform a wedding, and some of the following are outtake. We had finished the episode, and we were still talking about it. It brought us so much joy. So we're going to remember some of that joy now.
I'm Seth. There's no illustrious one tonight. Why? Where's he at? What's happening?
He's in solitude preparing.
He's got a higher calling.
Indeed.
He has been called to service, and if called, he will serve.
That's right. Is this his first officiate? Is it? What is he, an officiant? What do you call it?
I don't know.
He's marrying someone.
Yeah, he is.
But not he's already married, but he's physically married.
Right, yes, he's doing
performing a ceremony tomorrow. Through the power of the internet and $20.
The power vested in Michael.
Yes.
I now pronounce you ordained to do whatever he's about to do.
That's right. He's ordained by the internet. Some website. He paid $20 and he made his own certificate. So these people can find out in a few years they're not really married. Only they're internet married.
When they get their tax returns back,
this is just one step above Facebook official.
You take this woman better, where's reptilian aliens or other dimensions?
You know he's going to say Weaver. Somewhere in there, she'll have that written on that paper.
And I will lose it.
You record this whole thing. You have to record.
I want to live stream it.
Take some mics.
Looks like I got a sound butter. He's
Excuse me, Brian. You move to the side. Michael.
Yeah, just have it. Looks like a press conference. Have multiple microphones. Have our Ka-Pow thing around.
Excuse me. Cliff Ka-Pow podcast. Is this your first officiating?
Interviewing right before the ceremony. There's just 2 minutes left to totally get his mind sidetracked.
Just take a pile of magnets and lay them out of the reception.
Sitting there, yeah. Yeah, you get little cameras at your table and magnets.
I'd like to hire the illustrious Michael Pete for your wedding.
Yeah.
I don't need to get a marriage certificate. He'll take care of it.
Prince is
right. This comes with a free week of HBO.
But your name on the certificate will be Pablo.
Yeah. You'll now receive your emails at pablo@hotmail.kal.
Not only in the joy and in love, but also to reaffirm and appreciate the love and the friendship we experience in our lives. May we all celebrate by being fully present during our short time together. Tiffany and Dan have chosen this setting in which to be married because it provides an appropriate backdrop to this public affirmation of their love. Tiffany and Dan view marriage as a coming together at all levels of being, mind, body, and spirit.
But no, actually, you have joined two people in holy matrimony. That's actually very cool.
It was quite an honor. I did, when I was up there thinking, waiting for it to start, I was like, wow, if just some of my relatives could look at me now.
Yeah, we decided it's one step above Facebook official, one step below, ship's wedding. Where the captain marries you in an emergency.
It was quite an honor, and even though I was a nervous wreck, I very much enjoyed the experience. It was neat.
It was a good time.
It was. I had a blast afterwards.
And we got a good episode out of it.
We got a good episode out of it.
A great episode out of it.
Oh, man.
But you guys, I don't think you guys were the only people that were pleasantly surprised, because I had several people come up to me afterwards and go, that actually sounded really good. So
you explained it word for word was written for you.
Oh, that was rough.
It was a struggle.
How many times did you say Ecclesiastes in the days leading up to that?
That wasn't as hard as the Buddha words that she wanted me to pronounce.
They were
Karuna was probably the most easiest one, but Karuna?
What does that mean?
I don't know. I gotta find the book. It's right over there.
It means cerveza.
What if somebody would have asked you
afterwards?
This wedding was brought to you by Karuna.
It's Karuna, not Corona. But yeah, it was my wife diligently typed it all out. She said, okay, this is what you have to say. How do I have to type this out for you to be able to pronounce it correctly? Yeah. And there was some trial and error there. By the third time, I think we had it locked down.
Yeah. For a second, I thought you said weather, but it was either.
Either. I had to listen real close, and I was like, oh.
Did you say weather?
We almost got it.
I was so close. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Do you have any other ones lined up? You married?
Not yet, but I think I have some contenders out there that might. They saw what a great job I did, so
you gotta find a girl then. If your royalness will wear off, is it just like a lifetime appointment, or do you have to re-up? Am I on a time limit here?
Because the first time around, I forgot which website I got ordained.
Of course. He had to check his search history.
I did. So I actually got ordained twice online.
Oh, you're double-dained.
By two, one was a Universal Life monastery, and one was just a Universal Life church. So one's the same as what Kevin Smith and a lot of other celebrities have, and then other ones
other celebrities.
Others.
Yes. He is now on the same level as Kevin Smith.
But yes, I am doubly ordained now. I doubled down just like Deuce.
Wow.
Yeah. So
if I get married, I'm going to insist you ad-lib the whole thing.
Sure.
Yeah. Jordan, Karuna.
I'm going to have to marry someone named Karuna.
Karuna Matata. Oh.
See, this is gold. This is gold. We'll record it as a podcast.
Yes. Are there wedding we could be the #1 wedding podcast.
Yeah. You need to put
Archbishop Michael
in front of the door, have Little White Chapel 3rd Street, and just marry people in here.
I do feel
in Oregon.
Wow.
I don't even know what to say about that.
You forget so much has happened.
I'm just like, this was my life. I was around for this. So fun.
So our other favorite topic of conversation is a teen soap opera we enjoy. But we hadn't really zoned in. By episode 100, when we recorded that clip show, we weren't really full on. So our first clip show did not have a whole lot of Riverdale mentions.
Oh, okay.
So this one won't either. We'll contain ourselves, but we have a few. There's a few phrases we've coined and a few running jokes we've had. So here's some of our favorite Riverdale moments.
Of Jesse's.
How much time do you spend getting for
way
Riverdale?
too long? But let's just say I really get to savor an episode.
So you're saying more than 20 minutes?
Yeah, I'd say. Just think if you have to screenshot every single thing they say because everything they say is great.
Who gets to see these screenshots?
Just me.
We get probably 5% of them.
Oh yeah, I speak when we message privately. I speak only in Riverdale screenshots. I answer with whatever they say.
So none of our wonderful fans get to see them. humanity at large doesn't get to see them.
That
You're
would-
hoarding them for yourself.
Yeah, it was so great. I mean, I save all the good ones. Like, I love because it'll describe a sound, a keyboard clacking, or things like that. I'm like, well, I'm going to use that.
That would be a cool thing, though, if you had it like in a slideshow that they could listen or watch as they listen to the podcast with us.
Oh,
yeah.
Cliff, you should figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
You were going to say that.
Exactly. You figure out the technology. I've got the screenshots. All right, so...
Or you could just watch the episode.
Yeah, exactly. We hadn't thought that far.
Yeah. You're giving ourselves way too much credit.
Did we just invent something? Words and
Moving
pictures?
Right, boy.
Like, he's got to have so much dirt on her or something. Like, there's got to be something that'll come out later. Because when he was in prison, she had no problem buddying up to Senor Archie.
Yeah.
Or friend.
Archie Senior. Or friend. Yeah, I know what you mean, Senor Archie. From now on, Luke Perry will forever be Senor Archie. Write that down. We have a hashtag. Okay, so then...
So that's one that's come true.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny to hear yourself say, I have deemed this law.
I don't think we've ever used the word Fred Andrews since.
No. Senor Archie.
And everyone thought that it was a motorcycle accident.
Yeah, well,
Like every show ever, people believe that.
Because, you know, you can have a motorcycle accident and just have a couple scratches and minor
But Tony
bruises.
Topaz knows that that's a lie. So now he's got a secret with her. He's lying to Betty and telling the truth to Tony Topaz is bad news.
See you, Bughead, and hello, Tughead.
It's good.
That's dirty.
So that one didn't stick, but
No.
worth remembering.
Neither did Tony Topaz and Jughead.
Right. But the next one did.
He's like, grabs his guitar, and Senor Archie is like, yeah, I haven't seen that for a while. And they really pounded the idea of this episode that the garage is soundproof.
Yeah.
Why is that?
That's just one of those Riverdale mysteries.
The AV Club called it Chekhov's Garage.
Yeah, I was like, can't wait to see how that pays off. Archie's just walking down the street, and he runs into Special Agent Adams with the FBI, who, this is ridiculous.
Yes.
He's got a case on Hiram Lodge, and he thinks the only one that can help him is Archie. Archie's in a unique position as a teenager to infiltrate. What are your thoughts on
Literally
this?
any other show, this would be the breaking point, shark jumping, whatever.
right.
But I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, this is exactly
Archie is a
right.
junior FBI man.
More of this stuff.
Junior G-man Archie.
Yeah. I want less stuff that makes sense and more of this. So, gotta figure out a way and get some information. What happened to the St. Clairs and their son Nicholas?
Now, are we 100% convinced he even is an FBI agent? Is there any doubt?
Ooh.
Yeah, I really wondered because did he even identify himself? He didn't show a
He
badge.
gave him a card, which even Michael K. Easton can make you a business card.
So I cry foul,
you
yeah.
need.
There's no way. He's totally illegitimate.
So I thought it was like a lodge employee testing him to see if, you know, if Hiram was going to let him get close to the daughter, if he would, because I just watched some show that did that. So yeah, I was initially very skeptical of this because it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Even Archie says,
yeah.
don't you have to talk to my dad? He's like, no, he's in on it. He's in business with Hiram Lodge. He's like, ooh.
He had a good answer for everything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, he thought about it. While someone was making those cards, he was thinking of an answer. Yeah, I didn't even question him. I thought this guy is... Then we got Archie explaining to the FBI guy in the garage, don't worry, it's soundproof.
I mean, someone could strangle me right here and I could scream for help and no one would know.
I mean, if you were not a real FBI agent... and I'm just a kid. So... he makes a deal, you got to protect my dad.
And that's another reason I wonder, because everything Archie says, he's like, yeah, sure, we'll do that.
You're right.
He just instantly agrees to every demand.
You're totally right. This guy's not FBI, because he's agreed to every stipulation Archie gives. Yep, I didn't even see it, but here it is. You can buy a tie anywhere. So Archie runs back to the FBI guy again and says, okay, I know I told you to save my dad. You got to save Veronica too. I don't know why that wasn't part of the original plan, but he's like, okay, no problem.
Actually, again, the AV Club, they said they wouldn't be surprised if he didn't even exist. Archie was just imagining.
That would be awesome.
Archie's in the garage talking to himself.
Yeah. When we see what's really happening, he's just only wearing the blazer and just talking to himself.
Yeah, it's like a blazer on a mop in the corner. He's like, okay, sir.
I'll do it.
So that one kind of came true. If you remember, that FBI agent was a lodge employee.
Yeah, he was.
So that's one of my theories out of 100.
Right.
Was right.
We called that guy the mop forever.
The whole time he was on the show, it was a mop. So that's a taste. We do very intense Riverdale deep dives, but that's just a little Riverdale flavor. And if you don't watch the show, you absolutely should. Because
I would say that to anybody at this point.
Yeah. So, we're not the only podcast around, believe it or not. We've got some friends in the podcast game.
Some local friends.
Local podcasters. And the best of all of them, of course, is Jesse. Mr. Jesse Starcher of the Source Material Podcast on the Radulich and Broadcasting Network.
He was our only listener for probably the first 20
right.
20 episodes.
So if you want that story, go to episode 100.
Yeah.
How we coined the term Jesse's after Mr. Jesse. But no matter how good of a guy he is, there's one bad idea he'll never live down.
There isn't even anything on this.
Has anyone looked into this Movie Pass thing?
Jesse
Because
Starcher.
it got a big thumbs up from Mr. Jesse Starcher of the Source Material Podcast, where you pay, I think it was $10 a month.
Yeah.
Unlimited movie. Well, I think he said it was
one movie a day.
One a day. So you can't do the double feature or whatever. But he said it works at all the theaters here locally. So
I was surprised.
Yeah. I've heard some stuff about it.
If you're doing this many movies, it might be something to look into.
I've thought about it here and there.
Or if they want to sponsor us or something,
Yeah, I don't know. I've thought about it, but usually I'll go watch like 3 things.
So they're bankrupt now.
Yeah.
So really, sponsoring us would not have been their worst financial mistake.
Right. Yeah.
They could have still done it.
We'd have done it for nothing.
Maybe they'd still be around.
So yes, they ran Jesse through the ringer.
Can you imagine? I just for a second, I like that timeline where we're constantly apologizing for them just going on and be like, it's not true. No.
We thought it was a good idea, you guys. So another fun thing we do once a year, Jesse likes to come in and administer a quiz to us, a comic book quiz, a retro thing.
It's fun for you guys.
So those are always fun episodes until it wasn't fun.
Yeah.
And we had one question nearly derail this entire podcast.
All right, here we go. Number 9.
I'm pissed.
If I beat Michael, I get to shave his head.
And I'll say right here, looking at number 9, I have a different answer than Jordan, and I'm like just confused. Like I apparently.
Okay, well this question makes no sense.
I don't understand what's going on.
Well, I have some history.
I think it must be
Go ahead and read the question.
It's the time.
There you go.
Okay, then I don't feel so bad that I got it wrong.
Because I'm looking at the answer here, and I'm like, wait a second, I would have never picked that. All right, here we go. Number 9, Black Canary is A, blonde, B, brunette, C, a redhead, or D, a really green arrow in drag. Not a really. Really green arrow in drag.
I went blonde because I thought she was blonde, but obviously in 92 she was not.
Well, here's the thing. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Black Canary is blonde because she wears a blonde wig.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Dinah Lance is a brunette.
Okay.
So I went with, Black Canary is blonde. She wears a blonde wig.
Ooh, I see what you're saying.
During this time, I believe this Black Canary is actually the daughter of the original Black Canary, so therefore she is not a true blonde.
Yeah, I mean, Black Canary, the concept is blonde.
Yeah.
Right.
Black Canary, the character
what's
at
the
this point,
question
it says Black Canary. It does not say.
We're not saying it says Black Canary, not the alter ego.
Yeah, like during the Mike Grell run.
We're arguing. We don't even know what answer it's what did it say was the answer?
The answer was B, brunette.
Oh, that is BS.
That's BS.
You got,
But wait, now that we've determined I got it wrong, continue to argue why that is bullcrap. Because, like you're saying, it says Black Canary.
Right.
Black Canary is a blonde character.
And I believe that during this time she had lost her sonic scream also, so she was just like a martial artist.
yeah, that's
But it doesn't say anything about that. It's just what color her hair
Yeah,
is.
like late 80s Mike Grell stuff, she had like a short, butch, brunette haircut, and when she went out to fight crime, she put the wig on.
Right.
Wow. Ooh, boy.
Yeah.
So obviously,
Contention.
Did you put brunette, Cliff?
no, I put blonde because
Oh, but you
he
knew
was
she
saying
was a brunette.
he was. Well, we knew her alter
He
ego
knew
was a
Diana
brunette.
Lance was a brunette, but Black Canary was a blonde.
She would be reported in the papers as the
Yeah.
blonde girl that...
Black Canary, the blonde. That's what they always said.
That's
I
how
read
you
this.
hide your. That's how you hide your secret identity. If you don't have a mask or glasses,
Wear a wig.
Wear a wig.
I know.
It's one of those questions that's like too obvious to be like...
Right.
You
I
would second
get-
guess yourself anyway, but you want to talk
I
about
trust
obvious.
Jesse.
Jesse is completely correct in all.
I brought the book. I brought the book just in case. If we do have to look, we can. Number 10.
I think we need to look.
All right, we can do it.
She might be Republican.
Is there a different answer?
Well, we will.
Where are you going to look? Is there a different answer in there?
No, I circled them. What if I circled them wrong?
Oh.
You know, I circled it wrong, you know.
If it's the same in there, that doesn't mean that it's right.
That's true. That's true.
Yes, it does.
Well, what's funny is the last issue of Wizard that me and Ronnie talked about had a 3-page article on the Black Canary, and I specifically remember them showing a picture of her jumping a building, or not jumping a building, but jumping over or jumping off a building, and she had blonde hair.
Right.
So that's like I said, I would have chose blonde. That's what I would have went with. So
I see both sides.
The question is
of
flawed.
course. I agree. The question is flawed.
oh, we're going to have more, I'm sure.
It does not say Black Canary. Her alter ego.
It's 3 words.
This
Black
color
Canary
weird.
is.
Like I say, I can see both sides. The character's blonde, but I also see what Jordan's saying. What's their natural, is she a blonde, brunette? So, whatever, I don't care.
All right, number 10.
Watch it come down to one freaking question.
Oh, if it does, we could only hope. Number 10. Played Super...
Peter Parker is not red and blue. He puts on a suit. If it says Peter Parker is Caucasian, red and blue.
No. Spider-Man is. Spider-Man is this, that,
That was pretty. I forgot about that ending. I think that did come down to one point too. That contest.
I don't remember.
That's funny.
But I do know if you've never been in a comics shop, that's the kind of.
That's exactly what happened.
You can have a 5-minute argument,
right,
like that, and it's.
So
always,
come on down.
It's always that petty, and it's always that important.
That's right.
So thanks, Jesse, for always having that fun episode. Another one of our frequent guests is Jared Lowe, affectionately known as Coach Mayer. He is my brother, but hey, nepotism, we don't mind that at all.
Yeah. I like Ron Howard. I will say that. I'm not trashing on him. And
I just mean this sounds
he's
like
got a little history with. Wait till they realize that he knows George Lucas pretty well.
But what do they want from these movies? Like, I get the Saga movies have
they
a very
want Clint
set
Howard
thing.
They want a way to get Clint Howard in there.
It's a package deal, guys.
Well,
you gotta hire my brother if you want that Clint Howard magic.
Of course, Ron Howard is taking over directing duties on the Han Solo movie, and first thing I thought was, is Clint Howard going to have a role? And somebody tweeted at Ron Howard, and he just tweeted, "You won't be disappointed." So yes, Leon from Andy Griffith's show. Did anybody else remember that? We were sending messages back and forth that was he'll always be Leon. He'd come up with his messy. He'd be dressed like a cowboy, and he'd have a messy peanut butter and jelly sandwich. He'd always offer it to Barney, and Barney would be like, "No thanks, Leon." Like, I want your half-eaten peanut butter sandwich. This is because even back then, Opie was working his brother into the show. And
just like I've done.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
My Clint Howard. Right?
The Clint Howard of the
Ka-Pow. We did it.
So the next, after episode 9, looks like we're getting our much anticipated Obi-Wan Kenobi movie.
In early development, it said.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Stephen Daldry is right now attached to direct. We know how those things go.
Which, his filmography is Billy Elliot, The Hours, The Reader. So no big sci-fi blockbusters there. Very small, quiet movies.
So is he going to be another one that gets to do about 35% of it? And someone else.
Ron Howard steps in. Mm-hmm.
With his brother Clint
Yes.
solves it all.
Exactly. I believe Obi-Wan will be portrayed by Clint Howard.
Do we know?
Howard's ride single file to hide their numbers.
Do we know anything about it? Like whether or not
Hashtag Wheeler.
Whether Ewan McGregor is going to reprise his role as.
Well, he's been.
Yeah. So that's how Jared got the job as a frequent fill-in guest. But he's also a very good guest, and he is never afraid to tell us that we are wrong.
Stranger Things is an awesome show. I love everything about season 2, and I'm afraid it might get too popular and not be as good.
It can't get any more popular.
Yeah, season 1 was hugely popular.
Yeah, I think they did what they needed to do. We've talked the heck out of it, but it was a success. And
Where are you
forward to the next?
Where are you on the horribleness of Nancy, Steve, and New Steve?
I was gonna say I don't want to go rehash the whole thing, but Billy was awesome. You guys are way off base.
Team Billy.
I have Team Billy all the way.
Team
Best new character.
Oh, you're talking about the red.
New Steve.
Red Ranger. The Morphin Red Ranger. That scene with him and the mom, loved it. It was great.
Yeah, that
was so great.
I'm sorry. I don't know what does it take?
I feel like y'all need to check your moral compass. You want to be New Steve. You're like, I wish I had
That's basically what our older brother Justin and sometimes friend of the show looked like in high school. Blonde mullet, not quite a mustache. So I dug that part. No, he was not quite. He had a citation.
It's a rundown kid.
Citation. No, but I mean,
now I'm picturing that.
But
citation and mullet.
I just love the fact, the whole show's about, kids fighting monsters, but this guy's, he doesn't have to be supernatural. He's just a sociopath, and he's a terrible person.
And, he never got pulled into the craziness.
Yeah, we got a little depth of why he's a terrible person. I love that, and I'm sorry, every scene he was in, he was so dynamic, you're just what is this guy doing? You spent the whole season what is this guy?
Yeah.
And you got to the end, you're oh, he's just an a-hole, but that's fine. I loved it.
All he remembers about episode 7 is that New Steve was not in there.
I have never seen someone drink beer, smoke cigarettes, and work out at the same time. That was amazing.
Yeah. And why were they even playing basketball? What was
it was amazing.
Is he going out for the team? Because it looked very structured. I actually thought he was a secret agent at first. I thought he was just playing.
21 Jump Street. I gotta tell you, I am totally on board with you. I said this when we were talking about.
He's immediately got his chest puffed out.
When they started talking, and she's not his sister.
Yeah.
And there's something going on. I didn't know it was just going to be a broken home.
They were both plans.
But I like that. I like that, you're well, what, you think something mysterious is going on, but it's okay, he's just a jerk because his dad's a jerk. But to me, it's it's not everything has to be a monster from another dimension. It's
there are all types of
jerk, and kids have to deal with this guy too.
Just it was just it. All the people, there were monsters, but there's also some of the people are just monstrous.
In a review, I saw someone refer to Billy as like a Stephen King villain.
Yeah.
They said he is just a sociopath.
Yeah.
Like that 80s bully, like Stand By Me, Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah.
Like he has no redeeming quality. He has no story arc. He's just evil.
Yeah. And I like the evolution of Steve, like old Steve, like his evolution.
Yeah, I like old Steve too. I don't know why.
You guys are
If you
so
thought his
off-base.
love for Billy was bad, let him rap poetic about
They have just,
Steve.
he has just sucked you into his hole of awfulness.
Totally.
But like, it's like,
Dude.
Steve was kind of a jerk, and like, he had an arc. Like, he had to fight monsters, and that changes a person. So now he's trying to be a better person. Like, that's a character arc. I don't know what you got against Steve.
He got beat to bloody pulp, but he still took care of the kids.
Yeah.
He got beat up and he deserved every punch.
Nancy, I'm not really going to defend. She's okay, but I know you don't like Nancy.
Nancy needs to eat
I did
something.
see there's a fan theory. I don't know if you guys saw this. These are usually pretty stupid, but I like this one just because I'm such a Billy fan.
Yeah.
Okay, if you remember, like the last episode, he's beating Steve up,
Right.
and so what's Max do? She hits him with the syringe
Right.
to take him out.
Yeah.
So what was that syringe? That was what they were using on Will to put him to sleep.
Yeah.
When he had the smoke monster in him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's now infected with the smoke.
Oh my gosh, that is deep. Billy the Smoke
Yeah.
Monster.
Although I did tell Jordan, I had a whole plan for season 3 they're in the middle of a basketball game, okay? There's like a scrum for a loose ball. All of a sudden you hear some growling. He emerges as the smoke monster.
Teen Wolf style.
Yeah. throws down a monster jam. People were like, boom, here it is. Which I'm pretty sure Teen Wolf came out in 85 too. I haven't looked this up yet, but that's
Air
my whole theory.
Billy.
Yeah, they're gonna do a Teen Wolf as Billy, as like the smoke monster basketball star. And I will be
He puts
all
on some
about it.
shades, kisses the girl.
On board. Wow. That was great. That was worth the whole thing. Don't hold this stuff back. You're going to be reading all these comments. We like the new guy.
Here I thought it was he wanted to hear what I thought. And like the whole time he's like, I'm dying to say something.
I did want to complain about it.
Oh, it's still my favorite thing Jared ever did on the show.
I remember that episode. That was like the last 5 minutes of a 2-hour episode.
Yeah.
That was not our best episode. We were very low
You
energy.
saved it.
And like at the end, we hit that peak.
Yeah.
And we're like, we gotta keep going. It's like, no, we're
Coming in
done.
with Air Billy.
But we were in that tiny little room with all Michael's crap. And I think I was sitting like in the hallway, like halfway out of the room,
Yeah,
because we had to put Jared in the middle.
Right. We only had so many microphones. They only stretched so far.
So many cords. And yeah.
So last but not least, our sworn podcast enemies, the Dueling Ogres. They're our buddies. They're almost to episode 200, though.
Yeah, they'll get there someday.
They're pretty close to getting there. They just need to keep plugging along. Now, we really like these guys.
Yeah.
Remington Hitchcock, Brandon Full, duelingogres.com. They are, we're friendly. We have friendly rivalry, we call it. Right. So, here's a few of those highlights.
All right, lucky number 13. To summon Beetlejuice, you have to
Use your pencil.
sacrifice a non-wizard fan to the pagan god of dance and revelry. B, pat your belly and rub your head at the same time. C, sing the closing credits to Gilligan's Island naked. Which, by the way, did you guys know that Gilligan's Island, the castaways, were actually a representation of the 7 deadly sins? Boom. All right. Or D.
Where'd that come from? You can't just gloss over that. What?
Think about it. Think about the castaways. There's a fan theory that Gilligan is also the devil, and the castaways are dead, and they are trying to escape purgatory, but no matter what, Gilligan is the one that steps in and screws everything up every time.
Who was smoking what when he came over with
People
this?
have way too much
Here's
time.
the thing.
The internet is a dangerous place.
The 7 deadly sins thing is actually confirmed by the creator of the series. So, I learned this
Was Gilligan really the devil?
Now that was a different. That's a different theory. Those are two separate theories. But learn that on a separate podcast. I won't give them props here, but they're very popular. They're the Dueling Ogres.
Get the F out now!
Dare you?
To come into our house.
Which one said it, Shrek or Fiona?
We're welcoming you into our house, and this is how you...
Oh, man, Godfather. So anyway, I don't know. Was that a Godfather impression?
I don't know what it was.
We don't know what it was.
All right, so anyway, or D, say his name 3 times. So I assume you all
I think we only had one choice, right?
The correct answer, which was
summon the Dueling Ogres, you have to say their names 3 times. Right, okay.
D, say his name 3 times. All right. When we get to 15, I would love to have an update. Or do you guys want to wait till the very end, or do you want to update on see who's leading, who's...
We can halfway point, we can kind of tally.
All right, that sounds good. All right, number 14, Dr. Spectrum is a member of what team? A, Injustice League. B, Great Lakes Avengers. C, Squadron Supreme. Or D, the Justice Society of America. Any commentary, or are we just going to go straight to the...
I guess. Green Lantern.
That's a great, great book.
All right. It would be C, Squadron Supreme.
Or Sinister.
Squadron Sinister, that's right.
Which Mark Grunwell's,
we get you.
Yeah. His ashes was mixed into the ink of the book.
Was it really?
Yep.
Don't learn that on Dueling Ogres.
You take that back with you, punk!
Tell them when you're on there, say, hey, guess what? I learned over there.
Mark Grunskin gun.
Well, he's all sweet as pie with it. You get him like in front of Jordan.
Once upon a time, like this is the problem right here. Once upon a time,
get ready. There used to be no Cliff and Sap.
Jordan was on my side and actually was a little put off by Seth making fun of me, and now he's joined in. Like he thinks he's one of the cool kids now.
I learned it from watching you.
Oh, wow. You guys got a lot to work out. All right, here we go. Number 15.
I'm a walking issue.
Anybody? An animal encounter?
I had an ogre encounter.
An ogre? Ooh. I hear they're nasty.
No, I listened to their new episode today. Just dropped episode 141.
Of the Dueling Ogres?
DuelingOgres.com. And they did a whole episode about the Mandela effect.
Oh, now I gotta go back and listen to that.
So I thought it was right up Michael's alley. And at the end, they always do a little blurb about, contact us, comment, or call the 1-800 number.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be amazing if Michael called the number and talked for like an hour about the Mandela effect. Even if you wanted to do it as Ronald P. Tramp.
Oh.
And they would be pretty much obligated to put it on their show.
That would be amazing.
At least part of it.
I was just thinking about Ronald today. We have not heard from him in a while.
But my main question was, I was hoping, so at least some of you have seen Sex and the City.
Yeah.
You mean Sex and the City?
Well, discussing the Mandela effect, it was is it Sex and the City or Sex in the City, and that was one of the examples of the Mandela effect. And Brandon said, of course I've seen Sex in the City. Or is it Sex in the City?
I thought it was in.
Sex in the City, right. Yeah.
I've never heard and.
Okay. Well, you're from this dimension.
I am not.
So Brandon said he thinks about that show because he says the ogres are the... Sorry. He said Ka-Pow the Pop Culture Podcast is the Mr. Big to the Dueling Ogres Carrie. And I didn't know whether that was a compliment or an insult. I've never seen the show, so I really need to know what that means.
Actually, as soon as you said Ka-Pow, I was like, okay, what were we the 4 girls? I wanted to know who was who.
So he did not elucidate past that, but I need to know what that means. It's been bugging me all day.
Well, I have actually watched probably every episode because my wife watched it. That was a mixed bag of them going in and out of relationships. So one moment she was in love with Mr. Big, and the next minute she hated Mr. Big.
Oh,
he's calling it a love-hate podcast relationship? Is that
Now, in the very end, they end up married. So it's, I mean, we have something to look forward to at least.
We go to Abu Dhabi or something.
Dubai.
There we go.
Is that it?
Probably.
But we got to get through 10 seasons before any of that happens. So
Yeah.
we got to wait.
Long way to go, Ogre.
So I still really don't know what he means, so I'd like to know. But the episode before last, they were talking about Inhumans, and like they do now with any comic book news, it's like, Ka-Pow knows better than we do. It's like, Jordan, just tell us what we got wrong. So I commented about the Inhumans, and Brandon called it the best Facebook comment they've had all year. Ooh. I was like, wow, and then I realized, well, it is January, so again, I don't know if he's complimenting me or insulting me. So our wonderful frenemies at Dueling Ogre.
Yeah. I think Remington makes a wonderful Samantha.
He does have some luscious lips.
That's a very Mr. Big thing to say.
Actually, somebody asked me if I was going to the
Huge.
I didn't want to bring this up because I think we need to quell this beef, but
whatever.
I had a dream about Dueling Ogres last night.
Oh, wait a minute.
I am
Hold
not
on.
joking.
I feel David Duchovny in, let's see, what was his Red Shoe Diaries?
What? Keep going.
And this is the 100% honest truth. No one cares about other people's dreams, but this is important. I was watching, in my dream, David Letterman,
right,
which isn't even a thing anymore.
So it was the past.
Yeah, or some alternate.
You were going to go ahead and interpret your dream.
Yes, David Letterman. And you know how there are famous parties, like the Vanity Fair Oscar party, or Puff Daddy has the White party. There are very famous parties. So I'm watching Letterman, and out of the corner of my eye, I hear him say, all right, coming up, we have a correspondent live at the Dueling Ogres Cash and Chicks party.
Cash and Chicks?
And I was like, but what? So apparently, in this reality where David Letterman is still on TV, the Dueling Ogres are so popular, they have a party called the Cash and Chicks.
Oh, you know
it's pretty much on the nose. I mean, it's not subtle at all.
You know that they're going to have one now. No pressure. But you guys have to have a Cash and Chicks party now.
What was like the 90s? Like they had these videos that you could only buy on TV. That like it was like from Spring Break or something. Like the guy made a bunch of like millions of dollars on it. Do you guys remember know what I'm talking about at all?
Nope.
No one wants to act like they do.
They don't know.
I honestly don't. I thought you were talking about Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah, Girls Gone Wild.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about
what is that?
What is Girls Gone Wild?
Anyway, 3 parallel universes over. That's what's really going on. Dueling the Ogres.
And I woke right up because I wish I could have stayed to watch the segment. I would have been very curious. I woke up like, gosh, that can't be real.
Are you dripping sweat?
So yeah, our podcast beef with the Dueling Ogres has even gotten into my subconscious. So I think we should reach out an olive branch and try to quash this. I might be outnumbered.
Are you a plant? Because you were on their podcast.
Yeah,
they are great. You? The Dueling Ogres are great guys and quite talented, and you should listen to them.
Yeah, I have a feeling if you hand them an olive branch, they're gonna be like, "This switch isn't big enough. I'm heading to the yard, and I'll pick out what I'll whip you with."
As I recall, they started this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. They came sniffing around the room.
You called down the thunder? Here we are.
Yeah, I put out on our Facebook page just a little while ago. I'm going to go ahead and check it, see if we had any comments. You know, just asking Jesse's out there, you know, if they've seen the movie and what they thought of it. And it looks like, I know we had at least one reply, which, of course was Larry. Larry always replies to everything we post.
We love you, Larry.
And
more than any ogre ever could.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Do they do this? They call you out on there and whisper sweet nothings in your ear? I don't think so.
They actually do. Have you ever listened?
Oh, no, I was rich.
As I recall, I made fake tickets to the Cash and Chicks party.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot about that.
We had our tickets.
Yeah, that's funny.
Something else that didn't come true after all these years. It's like
no, I went. Where were you guys?
We had tickets. I only had 2 tickets.
Oh man, it was my dream. What's that? Like the secret or whatever? You put it out into the universe and hope that it comes true. Just like these fun moments, we're gonna put these back out into the universe. Here's just a few random ones for you.
Where's Cliff?
Well, Cliff could not make it tonight. And to explain why, I made a Mad Lib. That's just what we do.
So that's why you were asking us nouns?
Yeah, so we filled it out already. So,
Cliff, this is what you're doing this
the
evening.
official Ka-Pow statement on Cliff Barnes' absence from episode 51 reads as follows. Cliff could not make it tonight, but we were just given a ransom Red Bull. He was kidnapped by an angry group of Panic at the Disco fans, but we have refused to pay the ransom of $7. Cliff?
That's a bit high, a little pricey for a Cliff. You can get a Cliff anywhere.
Cliff, we wish you succulent luck. And please, get home fleshy.
Get home fleshy.
Get home fleshy, Cliff. We miss you.
That's right. I am not trading a ransom Red Bull for Cliff. We got the hot end of this deal. Unless he comes back fleshy. If he comes back fleshy, then and we still have our $7. I'm all into it.
Our thoughts and prayers are with
Screw you, Panic at the Disco.
That's it. Let's get a rivalry going.
That was fun. Well, I'll just go ahead and say it. Jordan's got 13.
13 out of 15.
He had that Frankenstein bump in the road, and after that...
So those are the only 2 I've missed, are the 2 that were hinging on each other.
Yeah.
Cliff is rocking a hard 9.
So what's new? You've got to be kidding me. You won't get a hard 9 at Gully Ogre.
I just got that.
Stay seated at the table, Cliff.
You gotta stand in front of the class.
No! Don't act like you're not impressed.
Write your answers on the board if you can reach it. First, Disney's way ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
I'm just nervous because I was always the kid on the ride. Like when I did the bumper cars, I was always stuck in the corner, like couldn't get turned around. I'm going to end up being Porkins, like smashing into a wall. I'm not going to get to do any of the.
Jax, I can hold it. Pull up! No, I'm all right.
Somebody's got to do it. If you pick that outfit, what do you expect? Come in there with your Rebel helmet on. You're hitting the
wall, man.
With other people searching for Bigfoot, like when you meet another Bigfoot searcher, is there a handshake, a call to let them know that you are two big feet people?
That, but
there's a secret club.
I'm going to say it involves feet. Where we like tap our feet together. Like,
you guys touch
tapping the stall.
Like kid and play. We tap. We do the dance. And
do you take the leg and swing it to the? Oh,
that's my gosh! I gotta see that.
I'm excited.
Wow.
The only thing that I don't like. There's 2 things I don't like about this. One is so superficial. I can't believe I'm even going to say it.
I almost left this clip off, but I couldn't.
This is so good.
Black Lightning's ex-wife. I can't stand her face.
He ruined it.
Wow.
He just ruined it.
I just ruined all the good words.
From the
headlines. It's...
Let's call her female James Franco.
It's too. It's a long.
It's too. You tell us what sucks about her face.
It's like it's too elongated. Like, man, like it needs so much.
Is her nose twitch?
Like somebody stepped on her.
It's weird. It's just too long. Like on her neck frame, like.
Just as an artist.
Stop while you're
Just as an artist. Just aesthetically. Aesthetically.
Not enough piping. I know.
Yeah.
The rest I love. Everything else.
Red is redder.
Now you said two things. There can't be just that.
The other thing is, I'm not.
But the rest of her body is the other thing.
Yeah, the other thing is the Taylor. That character, he leaves something to be desired. Like
he's the Felicity.
But he seems out of a whole different universe.
Yeah.
He's not in this grounded sort of reality we're in.
They're gonna have to write the white guy off the show.
Yeah, man, his face.
And his face.
But I do love the show.
Yeah, I heard a couple people talking about the villain, the main villain, Tobias Whale. And I'm not sure if people don't know who he is as a character.
Does he not look like
do I get in trouble for saying this?
Yes, so just go to the next thing.
No, I'm saying you can edit it out. But he looks
I'm
like
not gonna.
He's gonna keep it forever.
he looks like he's black, but he's white. Like
He's
like.
Jesus.
I can't believe the only one that
I can't believe you said that. The character is albino.
Okay. Oh, so he is black.
Yes.
Okay, that all makes sense now.
African American.
Yes.
His pigmentation is of a different.
Correct.
Okay, because he looked Irish, but like
Now he's Irish. I gotta watch this show. You guys.
he looked like an Irish black man. So he's albino. That totally makes sense now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael was waiting on him to come out with a bowl of Lucky Charms. I knew it!
Well, Chris and I were like, okay.
You had a whole conversation about it.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're just learning. You're learning about you're pre-woke.
That's why diversity is important.
No, but
kids don't see a lot of Irish white black guys.
That's true. That's true.
All right.
No comment.
Yeah, well, you can tell if Michael's worried about saying it, then it's bad. He's normally not worried about saying anything, so you know whatever's coming next is going to be a doozy.
This was also very stuck out. They play "Let's Go Crazy" in this song. I mean, in this movie at the beginning, Prince, and it sticks out because you have never heard a Prince song in a movie before.
Oh, well, yeah.
He died, though. Guess what? He died.
Oh, geez.
And now...
I've seen Purple Rain.
Slam! Slam! You burnt me. True. Other than that...
Batman.
But he did not let his music out other than him being super involved with it. And this is... Yeah, you're right.
Let's make some art.
Anyway, his family or whoever has... March 28th must be getting around Easter time because we got Paul, Apostle of Christ.
Yep.
Jim Caviezel.
Is that a comedy?
Yes. Jim
You better
Caviezel.
reach in your drawer over there and pull out some of your relics.
Yeah.
It's just called Paul?
Huh?
It's just called Paul?
Paul, Apostle of Christ.
Oh, that's why they had to put the colon in, because that Simon Pegg movie.
Oh, yeah.
Paul, the
yeah.
alien movie. Because we couldn't get those confused.
I don't know whether Jim Caviezel was playing Paul. Didn't he play Christ?
I was going to say, yeah.
Maybe he's just in
Now
it.
what they should do is like the Marvel movies did, and just introduce solo movies from all the apostles, and then build up the universe, and then eventually
the last supper.
you have the Last Supper.
I love it. Yeah, it's like the 12 apostles,
Yeah.
the Last Supper.
So at the end of Paul, Jim Caviezel comes in as Jesus, and he's like, Paul, we're building a team.
Oh, yeah. We'll all go. See that from there? Well, where's capital? March 30th.
Upon this rock, I build my church. And then the AC/DC kicks in.
Yeah.
This thing writes itself.
We can make some money off this Bible book. Okay.
It didn't end there.
We got another Easter movie. I'm sure there will be some controversy by the time it comes around. Mary Magdalene.
Oh, there we go. There's the tie-in. See, the Bible gets a female hero before the comic book.
We don't get Black Widow, but they get Mary Magdalene. At a certain point in the Middle Ages, Mary Magdalene develops a reputation as being a repentant prostitute. Played by Rooney Mara. Jesus will be played by who, Michael?
Jim Caviezel.
Joaquin Phoenix.
I was going to go Kevin Hart.
So that's probably the best music drop.
Yeah. That's one of
we've
my
ever
favorite
had.
moments.
That's the best idea we've ever had.
Hey, the Bible's public domain. That's still game. That's fair
Oh
game.
my
$1 million
gosh.
idea.
Can you imagine?
So,
Step aside, Marvel.
so yeah, Cliff knows how to add a music drop when it's needed. But sometimes we get lucky and get an entire song out of something.
Taika Waititi news. We should really have a drop for that. We need to think of a song for Taika Waititi. We just did Filoni out of first name. D-A-V-E Dave. We got for Taika.
Taika Waititi. Taika Waititi. Talking about hey now. Taika Waititi.
Oh yeah, work that in with some music.
Figure that
just
out.
like that. Fix that all up. We just did Filoni out of first name. D-A-V-E Dave. We got for Taika.
Talking about hey now.
Taika Waititi.
Hey now.
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi. Hey now. Talking about hey now.
Taika Waititi.
Hey now.
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi.
And I think we deserve a little credit for being way ahead of the curve on everybody loving Taika Waititi.
Oh yeah,
he's having a moment right now, but we were there years ago.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah, that was a trigger. They asked about a type of question. It's like, these questions were written for us.
Taika Waititi.
Why do we never use a song anymore?
I don't know. The guy's
because it's 8 minutes long.
Yeah, it's way too long.
It's gonna be 10 seconds.
Taika Waititi.
Taika
You
Waititi.
fall in love with it though.
Taika
You're
Hey, it
what?
made our best of list. So
Yeah.
of course, it wasn't our only one. We've had some other song hits.
And he tells her, nobody cares about you except me. I do. And the way he is telling her, I was like, I really feel like he feels like she's the only one he has. He's got this connection with her. He's like, nobody cares about you except me. And it's not like, come to me, I'm the only one who cares. It's like, I really feel like he does. What's going on?
I still have a new song Cliff could make for us with his idea of, you say the bad guys never are dishonest.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should do a Shakira parody called Sith Don't Lie.
Oh my.
So do we have to?
Shakira's having a moment right now, too.
Yeah. Oh, man, we are
right in the zeitgeist.
Something important.
Oh, breaking news.
Something important for all the Jessies out there. During our Star Wars review, I made a hilarious off-the-cuff joke that we should do a song called Sith Don't Lie.
Right. So,
because Cliff brought up a very intelligent point that the Jedi often,
don't lie.
Yeah, they tell Vader killed your father. Like,
from a
the
certain
Sith,
point of view.
From a certain point of view, yeah. But the Sith are always
absolute.
I thought that was very clever. And I said, "Oh, that'd be a good Shakira parody. Sith don't lie." Well, my wonderful brother Justin Lowe wrote lyrics to the song "Sith Don't Lie."
Justin Lowe is really coming through.
Bringing it.
First off, I'm already jealous about the poster.
Right.
Now he's writing you song lyrics.
Yeah, for Christmas I got that poster we talked about, the 100 Essential Films.
Yeah, I was all like, hey, there's this cool poster. Guess what?
Yep.
I don't get it for Christmas. You do.
You scratch off the movie posters and reveal the movie underneath. It's awesome. So I gotta say, Justin is stepping up the game for any of our fans out there. Because we would love this kind of stuff from anybody. You don't have to be related to any of them.
Somebody did draw a picture of us a little bit ago.
We did get some fan art. So that would up the game in the art department. This more creative. So if you think you can top this, I say go for it. Because this is going to be tough.
Now you're gonna do.
Am I going to perform it?
You perform it. We'll cut this out, and he'll put it back in with music. Do it.
Okay, I will need some participation.
Oh, we know
when
what to
do. When I give the signal, you gotta say "C."
C?
Like Spanish, yes.
Oh, okay. C.
But real quick, C.
C. Practice it. C. Take a bite.
All right, Shakira, she sings really weird. She has all weird.
Don't make any caveats. Just go for it.
DJ Cliff, spin the record.
Darth Vader, only you could be so bold.
Oh, it's on tonight. You know the Sith don't lie. And they're itching for a fight. All the cloning, the training. Don't you see, baby, dark side is gaining.
Now you will experience the full power of the dark side.
Soon the rebellion will be crushed and young Skywalker will be one of us.
If this is a consular ship, where is the ambassador? Commander, tear this ship apart until you found those plans and bring me the passengers. I want them alive.
I never really knew the Sith could rise like this. They make a man want to learn Arabic. You've got your Darth Maul,
C,
Tyrannus,
C,
Sidious,
C,
and Plagueis.
Take my shit.
Oh, Kylo, when you killed your dad, you made the Jedi so mad. They regrouped and kept on fighting the ball on the Falcon. Hey, Rey, I can see your saber glowing, and it's driving me loco. And I didn't have the slightest idea that you might have been a Solo.
You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take her away. I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Enough of this. Vader, release him.
As you wish.
Now you will experience the full power of the dark side.
I never knew the Sith were always two, chasing the rebels from Hoth to Jakku, from Endor,
C,
Kamino,
C,
Mustafar, and Naboo.
Good. Now, fulfill your destiny. So be it.
Your work here is finished, my friend.
I'm impressed.
That was awesome.
What writing prowess, and it transformed into that miraculous display. Oh, wow.
Very good work. Very good work from Justin Lowe there on the lyrics. Now that's all I want from a halftime show. Instead of J-Lo, we need Palpatine out there spinning around on the pool.
DJ Palps.
And Also, Netflix released some viewership data. Did we see any of this about launch day finishers?
Oh, I'm a launch day finisher.
Yeah, so they coined a new term.
Yeah.
For people who finish a show the day it launches.
Let me think what it'd be.
No, the press release was very upbeat and like, to our most ardent fans who embraced the pop culture. Like, it was so, gushing.
Yeah, that's a good word.
Yeah, they named them binge racers.
Oh, yeah.
So these are the people that...
Go, binge racer! Go,
Don't steal my thunder!
Damn it! Oh, we were too close on the same page here.
I was gonna do a new song for Cliff to put together. And you guys stole my thunder.
Let's rewind.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't even want to do it now.
Don't do it, Jordan. We really want to hear it.
Okay, ready, Cliff? I'm
ready.
You're gonna put the music. You got to do all the diddly doos because I can't do those. Here comes Binge Racer. He's a demon online. He's a demon and he's gonna be streaming something tonight. He's often flying as he streams a show all night and day. He's jamming down the pedal like he's in a TV race. Adventures waiting on that screen. Go Binge Racer. Go Binge Racer. Go Binge Racer. Go.
Yay! Oh, that's great. Oh, I'm so glad that we said that before. That's so good.
How funny.
Here comes Binge Racer. He's a demon online. He's a demon and he's gonna be streaming something tonight. He's often flying as he streams a show all night and day. He's jamming down the pedal like he's in a TV race.
Go Binge Racer. Go
Don't steal my thunder! I got it written.
Damn it. Oh, we were too close.
Adventures waiting on that screen.
Go Binge Racer. Go Binge Racer. Go Binge Racer.
Go Binge Racer. Go.
Yeah.
That was a video.
Yeah.
That's right. So Cliff does the audio manipulation, but Seth got a burr and decided he wanted to do something new. So if you're a Facebook fan, very recently on our page, a brand new music video for that song came out. Because I've been told I sound a little bit like a Muppet when I sing that song. I sound a little bit like Ernie singing Rubber Ducky, You're the One. I don't hear it personally, but I thought it sounded more like Shakira than Ernie. But so yeah, check out our Facebook page. The most recent video on there is a wonderful music video for Binge Racer starring Ernie himself.
Best minute of your week.
It was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And also timely, man. All those songs.
Yeah.
Time. Right on those songs.
Yeah, we're killing it.
So, yeah, we've used the term binge racing from then on. That's become a term in our stable. It's a running joke. But that's not the only one. We like running jokes. We keep them going.
And they had some little teaser for another HBO show coming out in September called The Deuce. Which I thought was maybe not the best title. But, it's HBO, James Franco playing twins. So look out.
I'm out.
Ewan McGregor.
Out. God. I can't imagine anything worse.
Well, I don't think it's going for humor.
What if it was in a Spider-Man movie?
Yeah.
Spider Twins starring James Franco.
What do you like him in? Do you like him in anything?
No.
Okay. Cliff said no.
No.
He does everything now, by the way. He's in everything. I know that I've liked him and stuff. I don't cringe when I hear his name, but I also can think of a lot of things that I'm very whatever about.
He was okay in that Hulu show.
Oh yeah, 11/22/63, the Stephen King book. Yeah, I thought he did a really good job in that. And I've liked him in some humorous roles. He was also, I think there was a movie, Spring Breakers. I think that.
Yeah,
he
was
actually
did
good in that.
Yeah, he
the
was
movie
good.
was not.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Ugh.
But anyway, this show.
Bad taste in my mouth.
What about the one where he was crushed by a rock? Did you like that one?
Nope. I read that book.
Didn't see it.
I read that book many years before.
I can't get by his face.
Oh, that's the problem, his face. Well, there's going to be 2 of them on the show.
And they announced Skeet Ulrich was going to be a series regular in season 2. So more Skeet.
You like his face? It's very similar to, like, if people get them mixed up, you can't possibly like Skeet's face.
James Franco, it looks like he's trying to eat his own face. He just irritates
Are you sure you're not talking about William Dafoe?
I'm
He's
sure.
Ugly looking too.
Well, that may be, but man,
gosh,
I don't think anyone in history has ever confused James Franco and Willem Dafoe.
Well, he played his dad in Spider-Man. Come on.
True. Okay, we have a connection. I understand.
That's it.
I understand where this synapse.
Put that in our file of trying to understand his luster.
They put masks on both of their faces in the movie.
Anybody could. I was never a Carrie Russell fan. I never watched Felicity.
I did.
Okay.
I remember when she got her hair
When she cut her hair, I really didn't care anymore. No, but
Felicity and I had shared our first freshman year in college. I was a freshman when that show premiered, and boy, she got me through some time. Dark Horse is putting out Avatar. We've all been waiting for.
What's that?
The James Cameron movie about a thing. And I was reading this, and I forgot a whole plot point was you plug in your ponytail to like a flying dinosaur?
Yeah. And, Banshee.
I forgot that was like...
That was the thing.
Shoot, that's gonna, yeah.
That's like the whole thing.
That's going to be my favorite part of that. There's a new Banshee ride. They're putting this out because...
You're going to have to grow a ponytail.
Yeah. Avatar,
Disney will sell ponytails.
Oh, he's totally cool with some Na'vi out there passing out ponytails, but he doesn't want Princess Leia with her chocolate medals.
That's right. Those ponytails don't melt. But you're going to be able to, I assume, at Pandora, there's a Banshee ride, called Passage of something or other. And I can't, that's going to be my favorite part where I get to plug my ponytail into that ride vehicle for my flight.
I see.
It's going to be great.
Oh boy.
So I think that the Princess Leia reference was in our last clip show, because that's come up a couple times tonight, but us wanting her to be one of the Disney princesses handing out chocolate medals. So if you've heard any mention of Cliff's wonderful pet that was cast off from Seth's house and made its way to Cliff's house, here we got the entire story here.
I had an interesting morning.
Ooh.
Our cat that Seth,
that I kicked out?
Yeah, Seth gifted to us last fall has been in heat.
Ooh. Oh boy.
So that's been a ball of fun. So
what's she doing?
Well, she's been crying all night and just making god-awful noises.
Been there.
And so my wife made an appointment to get the cat fixed.
Indoor cat?
It's an indoor cat,
okay. Yeah. Come on. Somebody catches that, right? I got that.
So my wife made an appointment.
It's a wicket?
Yes.
The moon.
To get this cat fixed for this morning. So last night we went down to the pet store because we don't have a cat carrier or anything, to train.
You didn't have a cat for the longest time.
Yeah, we didn't have a cat.
I didn't have a cat carrier.
I kept waiting for Seth to,
give me a cat carrier.
Cat carrier down the street, but that didn't happen. So we had to go into town and to get this cat carrier. Well, we knew the guy that worked at the pet store for a really long time, and he's like, "Is this a one-time thing?"
You knew him a long time, or he worked there a long time?
But we've known him for a long time.
Okay.
And he's worked there a long time.
Well, sort of. But anyways, he was like, well, if it's a one-time thing, we just sell these cheap cardboard boxes as transporters, and they have like a handle and air holes in them and stuff. He's like, don't, if you don't want to waste like $40 on a cat carrier, just
here's a box.
So we buy like
I've got cardboard boxes by the dumpster.
I can make holes.
It's got a picture of a cat. It's a special cat box.
I can draw a picture of a cat on it too. I just undercut the pet guy.
So we buy
a new $1 million idea.
We buy the $10 cat cardboard box. And this morning, I'd worked all night and got to bed at like 6 a.m. My wife was going to take the cat to the place to get it fixed, and I hear her out there like cussing this cat. So she wakes me up after a while. She's like, I can't get this cat in the box. We've all had this problem, right?
Right. It didn't just look at the picture and get in.
I know. So I'm chasing the damn cat all around the house because it won't get in the box. I finally get it and like to drop it down in, and the cat like explodes into like rip. I get halfway in, the cat kicks the box, like rips it, the whole side of it off. I'm super pissed.
I wish I had this on video.
I'm super pissed by this point. The thing takes off running. I'm like, what are we going to do now? The box wrecked.
Duct tape.
So we get the tape out.
Yeah.
I tape the whole thing together, right? Spend another probably 20 minutes chasing this cat all through the house. I'm shutting off like bedroom doors.
Is it normally friendly? Does it come
Yeah, yeah, it's normally fine.
It
just doesn't want to get in the box. So I finally get it, and my wife and Alicia goes over and she's bringing the box over. I've got the cat. It's freaking out. It's climbing all over me, and the cat like sinks a claw into my neck. As I'm trying to.
Please tell me you just like shot out a stream of blood.
No. But I'm like, I'm holding the cat.
Now this podcast has just turned into that Jaws scene. Michael and Clifford compared to scars. Elderly dog took a chunk out of me in 72.
You see that?
So I'm holding the cat. It's freaking out. It's got one claw in my neck. It can't get it. It's stuck in there. Like it can't even pull it out.
It's trying to hold you hostage.
Yes, I'm
and
yelling.
Alicia's like, I don't know.
Like, what is wrong? I'm like, it's in my neck.
I need a cat negotiator.
So finally, after all this, I get the claw out of my neck, and we get the cat in the box. And you've seen the scene from Christmas Vacation where she wraps up the damn cat as a present. It's that situation. The thing's going crazy. It's got air holes in the box, like a quarter size, and it's got its paws are out, and it's like trying to
middle fingers.
Yeah, exactly. Middle fingers out, middle claws out, and the box is all beat to hell. It's taped
I'm just
up.
picturing Alicia like carrying this.
Oh, she is so pissed by this point. So I have to
and that box showed up on Seth's porch the next morning.
Right. In order to hold it shut, I have to get a zip tie to hold the top of it shut so the cat won't explode out of it again. So after all this, I go back to bed. She puts it in the truck. She takes off for the place. She calls me 10 minutes later. The cat has escaped. It's now wandering free in the truck. She's like, it ate a hole and it literally chewed a hole in the box. Not even out of the air holes. It made a new hole big enough, chewed through it and got out of the box. I was like, just bring the whole mess back.
So this longtime friend of yours, what is his return policy?
Yeah, I'm gonna take that shredded piece of crap box back to that store and be like, give me the plastic one. So that's how I started my day off.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Still got the cat.
Wow.
Better behave now. And I believe it was a stray, right? It wasn't like some pet you abandoned. I want to make that clear.
Yeah, I didn't kick it over to their house.
It was just hanging out at your house and didn't get any love. And
yeah. Well, it just showed up outside and it was there for about an hour. And Nick kind of shooted over that direction and they took it.
But that's become the joke that Seth's cast off.
Yeah. It was a tiny little kitten that I don't think I don't think we found it till that night.
It was the day of the eclipse because
It was
I
the
said,
lunar
Nick, there's a
eclipse.
black cat out here on the day of the eclipse, and then you guys named it
Luna.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found it under the.
It was all on the same day. It was
The kids found it, heard it, and then we were afraid it was like in the engine of the car or something.
Yeah.
So the kids went looking under the car, and they found it like behind the tire. It was black. Up
It
against the
escapes
tire.
constantly, and it's,
oh my god,
it's crazy when it's out there because it acts like a dog or whatever, and they just, But the funniest night is when I came out to get in the truck one night. It's dark out here, and there's this black cat sitting there right by my head, and I was like, Cliff, your crazy cat's over here. He's like, I'm looking at my cat. And I'm like, I'm all of a sudden like, oh, we have this wild cat.
Is there another eclipse tonight? So those are some anecdotes. We like to give some anecdotes about our personal life. We don't just talk about pop culture. One thing we don't really do as much anymore, for whatever reason.
I think there's a reason.
Are characters. Even though they're fun, we liked them, but we don't have as many of those anymore. So here's a blast from the past.
I figure we talk some comics this week.
Before you talk comics,
right. That's why I asked Jordan. So you
I just have a brief little, got a special guest here. His name is Mario. I'm sorry, guys. Super Nintendo's no more. It's gone now. So I hope you got it the Christmas time because you'll never ever have it again.
It wasn't the Super Nintendo.
Oh, it was the Nintendo. I'm sorry. My English is not very good.
Actually,
banging your head against
Italian.
Banging your head into blocks for 50 years caused you some short-term memory problems.
He's left him with more questions than answers. Mario, you're referring to they're not having the NES Classic anymore. This was the little teeny NES,
teeny tiny little.
Had your voice changed, Mario. And, but it had like 30 games on it.
Yes, did you not like it?
I didn't get it. No, it was limited supply, and then they just announced that it's gone. They're not doing it anymore. You can't if you don't already have one. You're not getting one unless you spend a bundle on eBay.
That's right. I have a count.
The only reason they did that to spark some interest back in them, and then they came out with the Switch.
For the Switch,
right? You like the Switch?
I like the Switch.
Well, I heard a rumor that you may be coming back as the next classic system is going to be the SNES Classic.
It's impossible. We're in contract negotiations.
You don't know anything. You're just a employee.
They use my likeness. See, we have a struggle here because they used my likeness all these years and they never paid me. So now we're in contract negotiations.
You're not such fun when you get into all the details. The details.
I got to go. King Koopas.
Before you go though, I'm having a problem. Like the thing on my toilet keeps jamming when I try to flush. So do I need like a new joint or like?
It's right there. It's right there. You work on it for us.
Oh, hold on.
That's a lot of Mario crack.
Let me call my brother Luigi. Luigi fixed it right up for you. I called him. I got to go chase King Koopa. He's got my picture. Bye, guys.
Bye. Well, that was something.
So comic news. I guess we're doing gaming. Is there any other game?
He never warned us before dropping those in there, but he sure enjoyed it.
And wasn't the only time he did it either.
So Universal Studios Japan has made this, it was big announcement. Super Nintendo World is coming. And I thought, who better to tell us all about this than Mario himself?
What's it going to be? Mario's here, everybody.
Of course.
He's been sitting here on his white gloves trying to keep things tempered down, but he's busting at the seams. He wants to tell us all about what is Super Nintendo World going to be like.
Hi, guys. It's me, Mario. I'm just so happy that I can finally get through the
negotiations. I told you.
They make you do that yourself?
I told you guys last time that my lawyer, Yoshi and Todd, they had to do a lot of negotiation because, I wasn't getting the rewards that I needed to get. And, I've been around the block a time or two, and you can't pull a peach off of me.
Yeah, is that Yoshi is your Japanese correspondent?
Yes. See. I'm very, very excited, guys.
I didn't know Mario spoke so many languages.
Yeah.
Oh, you go down in those tubes, there's all kinds of creatures, they talk all kinds of different languages.
So I want to know, what kind of rides will there be at a Super Nintendo park?
Well, you got to be very expert to ride on the mustache. Only can do that.
No, I'm not getting in line for the mustache rides.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Princess Peach.
Oh my gosh, that's the nightlife at Super Nintendo World.
Mario's a bit of a perv.
What else? I want to know if Mario can think of any rides that might be there.
Well, I assume you'll get to ride on a cloud.
Ride on a cloud?
And you might have a ride that's got Yoshi, since he's my Japanese correspondent. He probably put something in there for him. And, let me see, I bet there's like a VR room where you go in there and you eat a mushroom and you grow bigger. I don't know. I'm just the face. I'm the good looks. I don't know behind the scenes.
What Mario?
Wow.
Oh. Wow. We got one more clip, guys.
Yeah.
We're almost done. The thing we did in episode 100, we each picked our favorite episode and then played a big chunk of it, which is why that episode ended up being 3 hours or something. So we're not doing that tonight. These are all still in the archives. If you want to go back, episode 75 had the most clips. It had 6 different clips tonight. We're all from one episode. So that's probably a goodie.
Mm-hmm.
Or the one that this came from, episode 66. This might be the pinnacle of at least these stretch of episodes. We had another character by the name of Ronald P. Tramp, who can we even describe Ronald?
He came by a few times.
He filled in as a guest when one of us couldn't be here.
Yeah, he would kind of burst in through the door.
We learned he was from a different dimension. He saved Michael's life as a kid.
Yeah.
The fabled Crisis on County Road 10.
Right.
We heard the whole tale of his interdimensional travels. He's a conspiracy theory. He's a ladies' man.
Oh.
He was everywhere. But he brought a friend with him on this episode, and it's the first time we met this very new friend. So this is our last clip for the night. It's a little bit long, but tuck in because it is worth every minute.
Lord. I thought I locked that door again. Who is it?
Let me in!
Okay.
Guys, I know it's been a really long time. I'm really sorry. I gotta stop the podcast. Wait a minute. Who is this? Why am I talking like this? They just heard my voice. What's going on here? Wait a minute. Hi, my name is Ron P. Tramp, and I have to set you guys straight.
What are you doing here, Ronald? It's been forever.
Well, I brought my friend along, and don't be shy. Don't be shy, buddy. It's okay. Come on over here. Hi, my name's Bartholomew, but my friends call me Pepitos.
We've never met. It's a pleasure.
I've heard about you guys. Ronald has told me a lot about you guys. You live up to the legend.
What are you doing here, Ronald?
Well, guys, I just gotta tell you, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I left you guys.
How did you even know we were recording? Like, we haven't been including you.
I hear your guys' voices in my head all the time, man. I got one of them chips up there, and it just tunes right in. And I don't even have to have one of them things with them little dish things to listen in on. You guys, you just come in loud and clear, right through here, up in my head, and right out my molar.
I didn't realize
a direct line.
Yeah, we were live broadcasting.
But see, this is what I gotta get serious here, guys. I'm sorry, man, but. There's just a lot of stuff really going on.
I mean, you're sweating, you're red in the face. I mean, is it an emergency? Should we call somebody?
I just have one word for you guys. Aliens.
We were talking Star Wars. We love aliens. I mean, what kind of aliens? Star Trek? What are you into?
He likes those green lady aliens, if I recall.
Well, guys, you just don't understand, man, because there's a lot going on in this world, and you guys watch these Star Wars movies like you think they're just movies. It's not. It's real life. Like, out there in the world, you don't know what's going on, man, and I gotta set you guys straight. It's like Michael said the other day. It is like a documentary. Like, if you were watching the Star Wars movie, this is what's going on in the world, and I'm here to clue you guys in so you don't become one of them.
I don't remember you saying that, Michael. When did you say that?
Oh, no, one time when I was talking, when Cliff wasn't here, when I was talking about Chewbacca getting arrested.
I thought he was riding in his car talking to himself.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you that Ronald has had me on some of these adventures, and I really didn't know that's what goes on in this world. It's kind of crazy.
I'm embarrassed to say this, but I didn't catch your name.
It's
what was
Ponchito.
Your name? Ponchito? Can you spell it for me?
It's Pompitos. See, Chick-fil-A's got this salad, man, it's like a southwestern salad, and it's my favorite thing. I would eat it every day, and they put these Pompitos on them, and I always ask for extra Pompitos. And I ate them so much, my friends just started calling me Papitos. So, my name is Bartholomew, but just call me Papitos.
Okay, that's a very convoluted story, sir, but a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Well, guys, I gotta tell you, Papitos here, he's like my right-handed man. He has saved me in so many binds. Like, when I'm out here telling the people in the real world about my tramp files and what really goes on in this world, I mean, I gotta set you guys straight.
Have you been broadcasting? Are you letting the people know?
I've been trying. That's why I'm here now, because every signal keeps getting hijacked by it.
Oh my God, he's doing a soft pilot.
Mm-hmm.
You're like
we fell right into it.
This
is the spinoff.
He's doing the spinoff. This is Mork from Mork showing up on Happy Days, trying to get his own series going. All right, we'll allow it. Give us some.
Well, guys, I'm just telling you, this is top. Well, it's top secret, but I'm letting you guys know. Like, they can't hold me back. Like, Ronald P. Tramp is here with the Tramp Files, and I need to tell you guys, there are aliens here right now.
Like here in the room?
Is Pompito an alien? Was he from another dimension also?
No, I'm not an alien. He's put me through a bunch of tests. I thought I was an alien, but he had me convinced I was one of them reptilian guys but I really thought I was, but...
Like from V.
What's that?
It was a miniseries in the 80s. Lizard people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe.
Pompito, how many packs of cigarettes did you eat today?
I quit smoking in 1982.
So, yeah, the Star Wars universe has dozens and dozens of planets and hundreds of alien species. Are we talking, is the universe that vast, really?
Well, guys, I gotta tell you, it is pretty vast. It is big. It's huge. There are a lot of aliens out there, but there's only 5 that's messing with us. And, there's different levels here. It goes so deep. It's like you guys say on your podcast about layers of onions. You just start peeling people's faces off, and you just don't know how deep it goes.
Right, it's V.
I'm sorry, Bartholomew.
Ronald, I gotta ask a question. Now, I read recently that NASA was hiring a alien defense person. Have you in fact applied for this position in the Trump administration?
Well, this is why I'm here. Like,
Tramp?
I submitted them. I showed them my vehicle. I showed them what I could do with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm here, man.
There's a whole building of people wearing tinfoil hats. I can see it.
Well, here's the problem with that, man, because NASA's in on it. They think you want this alien protector against the space and all these things that are going on out there, man. But they're in on it.
They're never going to hire you if you blow the whistle and like give away their secrets.
Man, let me tell you, guys. I got to tell you, NASA has been out in space. They didn't go to the moon. There's been space wars. That's why I'm telling you that Star Wars. No, Space Wars. Man, there's been 7 well, I guess it'd be Galaxy Wars.
There's been 7 Star Wars. I think you're getting confused.
No, man, I'm telling you.
We're talking prequels.
No, man. They have these big triangular ships out in the space, and they're like fighting like, I mean, these things are big.
Like Star Wars.
No, I'm telling you. Damn Star Wars you guys keep referring to, it's real life out there in space. So, this is what I gotta tell you guys. First of all, I just want to clue you guys in on the different races of aliens and what you need to be afraid of.
I am afraid.
So guys, I gotta tell you, there's all these aliens out here, but first of all, man, I gotta be serious. You guys, let's just serious. You know, today is August the 18th, and man, I'm here to tell you the world's gonna end on September 23rd. Unless I do something.
That's not a lot of time, Ronald. We may not even have this edited by then.
That's true.
Well,
I'm okay with it because my next Disney World vacation ends on September the 22nd. I'm good.
Well, there you go, baby. Right there at the end of the world. But see,
so Cliff will be watching the fireworks over Cinderella's castle as the world ends. I think you'd be okay with that.
Oh, all right with that.
Wow, that kind of sounds pretty. Now, if you wake up the next day and we're still here, my plan worked. Now, this all going to start with the solar eclipse and all these things are going to start falling in places, man. But first, you guys know.
Oh my God. He's right. That solar eclipse is coming.
It's just
Ronald
man.
And
the potatoes.
Exactly. Are here to save the cheerleader, save the world. On the solar eclipse.
I know this sounds like a bunch of other shows, but I gotta tell you, it's real life. I've been living it for the last 2 years in the war against these aliens.
Well, I've gotta say, I don't know, there's no easy way to say this, but the way you're kind of disparaging different kinds of aliens doesn't sound very tolerant. It sounds a little bit space racist.
Man,
are you saying there's some? I mean, are there some fine aliens?
Is your plan, in fact, to build a wall between the Earth and space?
Man, guys, you don't understand.
I mean, are there good aliens and bad aliens, or are there many sides to this?
There is some mighty fine aliens, and there are some aliens that you do not want to touch, and that's what I'm trying to tell you.
But the lizard, the
reptilians.
The reptilians. Yeah. Are there any good reptilians?
No.
Okay.
Well, see, here's the thing is, you know, I don't want to get political, but the fate of the universe is,
I do not want the world to blow up over some political correctness. So, I mean, if you've got to speak the truth, man, just do it.
I mean, with like the previous administration, they were talking like they were in with the reptilians. And it's not. They never were. But man, see, there's these aliens called the Andromeans, and they're the good aliens. They've been around since the 50s, helping us out. We've been reverse engineering their technology. Like, they're on our side, and that's who the previous administration were messing with. Like, going back to JFK, man. Like, these are the good guys. However, this current administration, man, my first tip-off was them reversing all this stuff about climate change. Because reptilians are cold-blooded. And they want it nice and hot. So that's why the temperature's rising.
They would be at home in this office.
Yeah, and see,
very true.
They would be sunning themselves on our desk here.
Mm-hmm. And see, that's the problem, though, man, because...
Do you think your landlord is a reptilian? Is that why this building is so hot?
Oh, man, I need to go up there and pull on his face.
Is that the only way to know for sure? You just gotta pull on their face and hope you're right?
Well, see, if you pull on their face, their eyes get a little twitchy.
Pulling on anyone's face, they're gonna twitch.
Yeah, but see, when you do that, their little forked tongue comes out. And it like tickles your nose. But
that doesn't sound all bad.
But see, I've been a little off here because I keep saying that reptilians are aliens. But they're really not, man. They've been in here since the beginning of time, like, just like us, man. Just like how we evolved from mammals, man. They evolved from dinosaurs. And that's like, they've been deep underground, and they've just been slowly resurfacing as the temperature rises.
This is like the,
So the Tramp Files have uncovered aliens.
Slee stacks.
Slee stacks. Dinosaur people. And a weird little dude that eats at Chick-fil-A. And consumes, and is named after a vegetable that I've never heard of.
I think you got it.
Alright. Coincidentally, Ronald only shows up when Seth isn't here.
I think, Seth doesn't put up with,
I've never seen him in the same place at the same time, I don't think.
I wonder, do you have any ties to the Poobah?
I'll talk for him. He told me that he thinks Seth is an alien, man.
Have you ever tried to pull on his face?
Well, man, he won't let me get that close to him.
He is slippery.
That's what always throws me off, man. Every time I get close to him, he's always leaving. So, but guys, with the reptilians, man, people think they're shapeshifters, man. Shapeshifters. They're ship, man. Let me tell you. Wait a minute. They don't do that. It's just a scent they put off, man. It's like pheromones, man. They like put this off, and they want you say what you want to see. Like what they want you to say, that's what you see. And so,
I think Seth would put off pheromones so he's a little bit taller, but
that's true.
So, man,
sorry, Seth.
The reptilians are our only problem, man. They're just one of them.
I forget, are they good aliens or bad aliens?
Man, they're bad. Well, they're underdwellers, man. They've always been here, but we think they're aliens. The reptilians, man, they're bad dudes.
Oh, yeah, they're not aliens. They're dinosaurs.
The Andromeans, man, they're the good guys. They're the ones that have been around here since the beginning, like helping us out in administration. Like, that's why you got these cell phones, man.
So are these true outer space aliens, or are we talking interdimensional travel? Are they hopping dimensions like you did?
Well, man, they're only like a mere 2.2 million light years away. I'm telling you, they're from the Andromeda galaxy, man.
He's reading something.
It's our closest neighbor, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like, they're far more advanced than we are, and they have an average lifespan of 2,000 years, man.
See, we each have like pages of notes. And so I didn't realize Ronald brought his own, but he's thoroughly researched this. I think there's footnotes. He's cited different sources.
Well, I'm telling you, man, they're the good guys. They got compassion for humans, and they're concerned for our well-being. But
do they listen to podcasts?
Man,
because none of them have rated us 5 stars on iTunes yet.
That's very true.
And if they were true fans, and if they were actually good people, they would do that. Because only a real a-hole wouldn't go to iTunes and rate us 5 stars.
Man, you got right there. You're talking about another alien species. They're the Greys, man.
Greys?
Yeah, man. Roswell, little gray guys, man.
Sort of the classic sort of.
Yeah, man. They're a-holes. They are douche nozzles. Let me tell you. You think they're nice to you? They're the ones that try to butter you up, and then as soon as you turn your back, boom! You're dust, baby.
Probe City.
Oh, man. I don't need, that's for another podcast, man. I'm just like, so guys, you got these little grays, they're everywhere. You know, you see them little flying saucers flipping, zipping around, bebopping, man. Like, that's them grays, man. They got a real problem with us, and they don't like anybody.
So how are you gonna save the world?
Well, I'm getting to that, man. I gotta tell you the other aliens, man. There's a couple more. Cause you guys need to know about this in case something goes down, man. Now, say, you don't know that you've been genetically engineered by the Anunnaki. They're from Planet X, man. And here's the problem, man. They're gonna be coming right back around here every 3,600 years. These Anunnaki people, they're the ones that created the human race, man. They're the ones that built the pyramids. They were the gods of...
They opened the first Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, man.
They brought us Pampitos.
Is that true? He never told me they brought Pampitos to Earth. No, man. The Anunnaki, man, they came here to mine gold.
Don't get distracted, Pampitos. Stay on mission.
I'm just here to do whatever Ronald tells me. Man, I'm telling you, the Anunnaki, they came here to mine the gold, and they genetically engineered us to do their bidding, man, and they're coming back. So, like, man, if we get past September 23rd, man, that's the next thing that's gonna happen, man. We're gonna have to biggie battle with them, man. It's crazy.
So do you think, would they maybe have opened all these cash for gold places, like getting us to bring us all our gold?
Oh man, I never thought about that.
You just opened a tramp file.
Hold on, man. Let me write this down.
I mean, because we're doing it. We're handing over our gold for how little? Just a little bit of cash.
Oh man, that precious metal, man. Because see, that's what makes the drive go. There,
you just blew his mind,
man. Oh man, is it hot in here? Oh
yeah.
Oh, man. My plate's zipping, man. Man, Pampitos, make sure to call Jennifer when we get back to the pad.
Whoa, who is Jennifer?
Oh crap! I thought
his wife's name was Penelope.
Penelope.
Man, you're not supposed to say her name. Oh, I guess I didn't tell you guys.
Did you pull on her face and she was an alien?
Oh, really? I'm trying not to cry here, man, but she got abducted by one of them gray aliens.
This begin your vendetta and your mission.
They heard I was going to tell the truth, and they took
But luckily, Jennifer came along, and it's all better now.
It's all good now.
Oh, this is going on far too long.
Sorry, Seth. This is what happens when you go to Indianapolis.
Yeah, you're taking him to Gen Con next time.
I just want to talk about DuckTales.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Indeed. So there was a stretch there where Seth was like the news guy, and none of the rest of us bothered to bring news stories. So right. Seth always had the agenda set, what we were going to be talking about. So when he wasn't there, we were just left to our own devices and had nothing to talk about.
We panicked.
So it was just a free-for-all.
That's funny.
But that's not it. The show goes even further. So there's even more if you want to check that out. Episode 66.
I had to cut it at some point.
Wow. Oh, well, that's it, everybody. That is 200. 200.
Yeah.
Wow. That's just clips up through, half of our shows?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, 51 to basically episode 99-ish, somewhere in there. But,
jeez.
Yeah, well, we had to leave some for, the episode 300.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So when will that be? What more promises can we make or hopes we can...
Right. So, yeah, I think, we try and get at least one episode out a week. We do a fairly decent job with that, so... We average somewhere between right around 50 episodes a year, which is more than I could have ever imagined when we took this on.
Yeah.
So
heck yeah.
Yeah, 200 was not imaginable when we first launched.
No.
2 was a little iffy. But it's been a fun trip.
Yeah, and those are
lots of laughs.
Yeah, those bring back some memories. Some of that I haven't heard in a long time, even thought about in a long time.
Yeah.
So,
it's funny.
Yeah, it is. It's some things we're still doing, other things have fallen away, and it's good to hear that stuff again. So, yeah, and if you'd like, if you want to hear some of those old So Pro episodes, we do have some up on the Patreon stuff, so you can have access to that for only that $1.
If you want to talk rough, those suckers are
Ooh,
they're a little rough.
yeah.
But there's still some gold there. There's some
good
really
stuff
good
in there. I just wish we had, for those of you that don't know, Michael just jumps into things. He got tired of us telling him, no, we're not doing a podcast. That's silly. And he just went out and bought some microphones and was like, I'm going to do this. And then roped Jordan into it. And then it took off from there. And, it certainly wasn't the best equipment. I don't think there was any research really done for a long time on, hey, what sounds good? What should we do?
It's really been trial and error. And we've kept what works and we've scrapped what didn't. And it's just kind of evolved. We've never set out with a plan.
Okay, you guys started out. It's like, okay, let's do a podcast about the most limited subject we could possibly do it on.
Yeah, we talked about the comics that we produce from So Pro Comics. We thought there'd be an endless spring of topics about indie comics and small press publishing.
Yeah. Yeah, that is so Michael.
So maybe that's where he disappeared to. Maybe he is like he's made the spinoff. Maybe there are hundreds of episodes of the Tramp Files waiting to be published.
We just haven't discovered them.
That's my hope.
Yeah.
That's my hope. That's where he's been.
They're in the future.
He got like Mork from Mork. He got a successful spinoff. Had to leave the original and has gone on to do his own. So
yeah, in Denver, Colorado.
All right, then. That's that. We thank you for sticking with us on this long journey. Hope you stay with us for years to come. You can find us on Facebook, where we publish a lot of fun stuff. The Ka-Pow Podcast. Twitter.
At the Ka-Pow Podcast.
You could email us a suggestion.
That's right. No, that's not right. What is our email address? Ka-Pow, the Pop Culture Podcast @gmail, I think.
There you go. Michael gave his. Just email him.
Yeah. MK Easton77 @gmail. Send all your comments to him.
It'll get to us.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you soon. My name is Jordan Lowe.
I'm Cliff Barnes.
I'm Seth. Goodbye forever.
Ka-Pow, the Pop Culture Podcast, is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Sounds, music, and clips played during the podcast are property of copyright holders. All original content is property of www.udownwithkpp.com.